Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Eduardo Herrera, and please join me as we discuss the foundations of networking. Today we're going to discuss network topologies, Ethernet, network protocols and services, DNS, domain name services, email, NAT, or network address translation, and then routing protocols. Network topologies or network structures have different configurations. First, we have the ring, in which all nodes are connected by a unidirectional transmission link and a closed-loop cable. Then we have a bus, uses a single linear transmission link for all attached nodes. All traffic can be viewed by other attached nodes and travels the entire length of the cable. Then we have a star. All nodes are attached to a central device that provides increased sustainability for the network. Then we have a mesh. All nodes are connected directly to each other, providing network redundancy. And then we have a tree, which is typically a bus topology with branches stemming off the main cable. Now we have Ethernet. Ethernet is a physical and data link layer technology that permits multiple devices to communicate on the same local area network, or a LAN. Ethernet has the following characteristics. It is a connection-based technology, and all the resources use the same shared communication medium. Uses broadcast and collision domains. Uses the carrier sense multiple access with collision detection, or known as CSMA/CD access method. Supports full duplex communication, can use and supports coaxial, twisted pair, or Cat5, or fiber optic cabling, better known as FDDI, and is defined by the standard IEEE 802.3. There exists a wide array of network protocols and services within a network. Network protocols provide functionality and flow within the network, whereas services support the functionality required by the users on the network. Network protocols such as MAC, ARP, RARP, ICMP, BOOTP, SNMP are all network protocols. Services such as DNS, DHCP, and email will follow. Now we come to DNS, better known as Domain Name Service. Domain names are human-readable addresses that we use every day, such as google.com. This service runs on servers throughout the internet background to resolve human-readable names with their respective IP addresses, such as 173.194.39.7, which will land you to the same site as above. The characteristics of DNS are host name, human-readable resolution to respective IP addresses. They are hierarchical. DNS servers utilize zones for organizational purposes, and DNS servers will query upper level DNS servers for hostname to IP resolution. Hosts file usually contains necessary hostname to IP address mapping for each local node. Email services provide a user with an email client to create, modify, address, send, receive, and forward messages in the form of electronic mail. The protocols that are used to do this are SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. It is an internet standard protocol for electronic mail transmission on an IP-based network. POP, Post Office Protocol, an internet standard protocol used by email clients to retrieve mail from a remote server. And IMAP, Internet Access Message Protocol, an Internet standard protocol used by email clients to retrieve email from a remote server. However, messages remain on the server until the clients delete them. We now come to NAT, Network Address Translation. NAT is a translation and or modification of an IP address within the packet headers used within one network to a different IP address known within another network while in transit across a routing device. This is used to, first of all, help with security as incoming requests must go through this translation, and also concerns the number of global IP addresses that a company would normally require. Come to routing protocols. Routing protocols are used by routers to identify the path between source and destination systems. The two main routing protocols that are used are distance vector and link state routing. Distance vector routing protocols make their routing decisions based on the distance or number of hops, and vector, the direction that the transmission is flowing. Link state routing protocols build a more accurate routing table because they build a topology database of the network. In summary, all networks must follow some structure or topology. There are a wide array of protocols utilized by networks which provide functionality, security, and flow within the network. Many services are available which provide direct support for the functionality required of the users. DNS provides hostname to respective IP address resolution using DNS servers scattered throughout the Internet. Email services provide the client the ability to create, modify, address, send, receive, and forward email messages. NAT provides a reduction of global IP addresses necessarily, along with security enhancements for companies and individuals transmitting information across the Internet. A routing protocol specifies how routers communicate with each other and the algorithms used to select a route between two nodes on the network. It's been a pleasure for you to join me this evening. Have a wonderful night.